Welcome back. Making sure that's all set. That's all set. Josh, what's up? BJ Gemini, what's up, man? Jamito, Ed. I know Slacker's still finishing up, but see, that's a good subject though. That 2A walk he just did, it was flawless. I mean, that's exactly how it should be. Oh, would you stop? This cat kills me. If I let him out, he wants in. If I let him in, you keep him in, he wants out. Yeah, here's your 2 seconds of fame. Say hi. Dang cat. He looks like that grumpy cat, just like 10 times bigger. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Not gonna be up too long. Just kind of wanted to, because I had to end so abruptly before. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? Well, earlier we were talking about just things that new activists need to keep an eye out for, make sure they understand, and because there's been so many arrests lately, you know, we're walking on more of a knife's edge than ever before. So, you know, it's rough out there right now. When Slacker was just out there, man, that's why I dropped the stream so quick. I wanted to be there because, man, Second Amendment walks are the most dangerous. You know, Todd will tell you. Every time he goes to do a Second Amendment walk, I'm right there watching. I wish we could do that here in New York. There's no such thing as open carry in New York, unless you count knives. But of course, if they see a knife on you, it gives them an excuse to go beyond a Terry pad. But yeah, we were kind of talking about, hey CC, traditional public forum versus publicly accessible versus public property, and just what newer people should watch out for when they're out there. People, even I made the mistake for a long time of mistitling sidewalks. A sidewalk is, well, a sidewalk that belongs to the public is a traditional public forum, not public property. Public property would be public buildings like police stations, municipal buildings, and so on, which you can be trespassed from. Sidewalks, you can't. Hey, freedom to film, what's going on? Hey, I was there too, Todd. That was a man. That one was crazy. I wanted to show the video, but I know you were, you're gonna use it probably for evidence, so I didn't show it. I didn't want to ruin any type of evidentiary chain. Sorry, not train. Hell yeah, man! They shot themselves in the foot with that one, big time. If y'all don't know, if you didn't see it, I don't really want to give away too much, just because, like he says, lawsuit time. So I don't want to screw up any issues with evidence or anything. But man, that was a Todd is going to take him to the ringers big time, and rightfully so. She had no reason to pull him over at all. Whether you agree with flipping off a cop or not, it doesn't matter. It's still legal. Hey, Mark, no matter what, it's legal. So she had no right whatsoever to pull him over. Well, no, I knew he did. I mean, it went straight to private anyways. That's why I didn't show it. I sent him a text asking if he would, if it was okay to show it or not. And since he didn't answer me, I didn't buy, I didn't risk it. Thank you, West Central. Melissa, hello. So, if there's, I don't know if there's any newer auditors in here. Yeah, I know, Todd. That's just it. She shot herself in the foot big time. Especially after what you had said to them, and you even asked them, "Are you going to arrest me for disorderly conduct for this?" And she said, "No, you didn't break a law." She shot herself in the foot big time. Colorful. What kills me is David was talking earlier about in Texas there is no murder one, murder two, murder three. There's just murder, manslaughter. I was surprised at that. I wasn't aware of that. Hello, Valerie. But we all know she's probably going to walk away with 5 to 10 or some crap. And so, what is like felony murder guaranteed life or something like kind of like first degree would be? Hey, Penn, long time no see, man. I hope you healed up well. Because I know, like New York State, first degree means they can go for the death penalty. How do you go into the wrong house? Like, how do you mix up your own home with somebody else's? And then shoot somebody who's sitting there saying, "Yeah, you're in. This is my house. What are you doing here?" Yeah, I know, Todd. That's sad. Steve, hello. Yeah, I mean that's just one of those things. Unless she was intoxicated. But what killed me was David was talking about when they went there and went to arrest her. They didn't even put her in handcuffs. Like they put her in the cop car, but she kept getting out and chatting with her buddy cops. That's just crazy. Yeah, exactly, Melissa. I mean, that just boggles the mind that she tried to claim it was an accidental shooting. You walked into somebody else's house, pulled your weapon, and you had to, there's no way that guy just walked up on her or something. You know, he had to say, "What are you doing in here? This is my house," whatever. And it didn't dawn on her to stop and think maybe she messed up. She shot first, asked questions later. Yeah, apparently she was sexting with him. Yeah, Steve, but we're saying is she probably won't get more than 5 to 10. Yeah, Batman. Why not? Sup, Southside? Yeah, right. Slacker just did a very successful Second Amendment walk. That was awesome, Slacker. That was textbook. That's exactly how it should be. I mean, he approached cops and everything. They did not panic at all. They didn't put him in cuffs. Nothing. They didn't even attempt to violate his fourth at all. Nothing. That was absolute textbook. It's because of you guys like, Slacker and SAXTC Prez and Crazy Carl, Steve Pinder, all the people in Texas and that open carry. It's making a difference. Whether people like it or not, whether they agree with it or not, it's making a difference. The fact that Slacker could walk to a public gathering, a celebration of sorts, and the cops talked to him nonchalantly, didn't remotely seem bothered by the fact that he's carrying a 22. That was awesome. One can only hope that it continues to be that way. And it's the thing is, they know who he is. Obviously, they were on the scanners saying his name. So, it'd be cool if like Todd or Crazy Carl went over there to the same neighborhood and did a 2A and see if they treat them the same way without Slacker there, because if they see him, they're going to know. So it would be interesting to see if somebody else went there, what would happen. See, up here, the closest we come to open carry is a knife. You have to have it exposed. You're not supposed to hide it in your pocket or whatever. You can't have mechanical knives at all, like a switchblade or a butterfly knife. But yet you could walk around with a machete. Greta, thank you very much for that. I much appreciated. Hope you're healing well. DJ, you're in Florida, right? They tried that night. You're talking about that one night when he was out with Carolina and Fort Worth. So she said that she was the girl's family, so she took Carl's daughter. Yeah, well, or you could walk around with a zombie slayer like mine. Where'd it go? Keep it right next to the bed, just in case zombies show up. See that, Todd? Oh yeah, you said you saw the video. If anybody wants a knife, let me know. I still got that custom K-bar I made. Or if you want to commission one. Yeah, check it out, DJ. Check out the iridescence on that blade. I made this completely by hand. Well, I used a welder to put a bead on there to make it look like two blades welded together. But I still love this one though, man. This came out beautiful. The K-bar I made. That all handmade, came out real nice. To get this iridescence on here, yeah, that's 600 degrees for 6 hours. So that's what it took to get that iridescence on there. I tempered the blade in it. As long as you treat the metal right before you put it in the oven, you can get this iridescence on it. Todd, while I was asking 3, man. Yeah, I'll text you. We can talk more. But it's a high carbon 1095. I edge quenched it at 1200 degrees. The the handle I made from carbon black pearl resin. It looks kind of like a black and white marble. And then there's the custom. I don't. You probably can't see it too well, but I did a mosaic pin. There's 2 stainless steel pins in here as well. I hid them in the resin. I wanted it to focus on this. Hey, Mike Jones, what's up? Oh, really, Spitshine? See, I can walk outside as long as this is visible. I can walk around the streets with this. I mean, yeah, the cops are probably going to say, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you doing that?" Just because they're not used to it here. But it's legal in New York. Hey, HPR. That looks like a California felony. Nice one, Paul. There you go, Slacker. Like I said, I mean, this right here is 2 feet long, so it qualifies as a sword. And it's still legal to walk around with on New York State as long as it's visible. If I had like a trench coat and it was hidden in the trench coat, then it becomes a concealed carry law. It sucks because they screwed up my damn PayPal. I have to give up my Power Director mobile subscription. I mean, it's only every 3 months, but still. That's a Texas toothpick. Hey, Freedom Fighter, was it you that was talking about wanting a custom tattoo gun frame? I like it. Well, Freedom Fighter, email me if you're interested in that, man. I can make you whatever you want. Wow, Spitshine. That's crazy. Yeah, see, here in New York, if you want a gun, you can get shotguns that you keep in your house, but you can't walk off your property with it. And if you have a handgun, it has to be concealed, and you have to have a CCW permit, which is costly and time. Well, if you want a Damascus frame, we can do that, and it's up to you. Yeah, I can't imagine like a non-locking blade, unless they mean a full tang or a hidden tang. A solid blade. Here, the only restrictions are mechanical. It can't be a mechanical one or butterfly. Why, I don't know, but it can't. That was back, like, that law went into effect back in, like, the 70s. When all the movies and the Michael Jackson videos and everything were showing butterfly knives, 70s and 80s. Yeah, I know, Paul. It's getting bad. Like, you can't even smoke in public in most of California. Well, it depends, Freedom Fighter, because there's different, Damascus is, it's difficult to do, and we make them thinner because they're stronger anyways. So, but I mean, a tattoo frame doesn't have to be thick at all. So, the thing about Damascus is it's costly just because it's so time consuming. Yeah, see, here you can't have a collapsible baton. Isn't that stupid? You could walk around with a damn sword, but you can't have a baton. Well, HPR, it's almost legal here. I mean, there's medical marijuana, and pretty soon they already have recreational marijuana law in the works. It was actually supposed to be legal as of April, but something got pushed back. But I mean, I'm more than happy to take any commissions if anybody wants. Here would be upstate New York, Rochester, New York. Hey, David Furman. HPR, what is open carry legal in Tennessee? Right. I would love to have a CCW, but it's like I said, it's a long process and it costs quite a bit now. The fees have gone way up. Man, it was hot as hell here today. It was in the 90s and humid as hell. And then all of a sudden, the temperature dropped and we had this massive storm, like 70 mile an hour gusting. And then all of a sudden, it just went dead quiet. It's still humid, but the temperature dropped. I remember Crazy Carl he was about to walk into a police station with his 30-30, and it's supposed to be legal. Well, yes, Slacker, I'm not in Texas, but you also, when we get 90 degrees, we also get 95% humidity. So the heat index is like 115. But I'll never forget Crazy Carl was walking in, and there was something about an illegal sign on the door for what's permitted in the building, and then a cop like intervened and wouldn't let him in. Didn't arrest him or nothing, but turned him away. See, that's the reason I could never move to Texas is the heat. I have no tolerance for the heat. See, I'd love to send one of our winters down there though, Slacker. Let you try that on. 25 below, 6 feet of snow. Yeah, Slacker, that's what he said. That's what Crazy Carl was saying, was it's supposed to be legal in publicly accessible, uh, municipal buildings, but they wouldn't let him in. The cop intervened in the doorway and told him that policies and that were changed and that he couldn't come in with it. 9C, 82 degrees there. Well, that's pretty low for this time of year. See, Slacker, when I was growing up, man, it wasn't uncommon to get a storm that dropped 5 feet of snow overnight. And we still get, negative 20, negative 25 degree days with negative 30 or negative 35 degree wind chills. I'll never forget that one video I saw of these two fools walking into a police station loaded to the teeth. They had like every weapon on them that they owned, and then they were wearing masks on top of that. And I'm like, that's going too far. That's not Second Amendment activism. That's just stupidity. I'm sorry, but that I don't agree with. You're wearing a mask and you're armed to the teeth, and you walk into a police station. That's not activism. That's just YouTuber. Well, yeah, spit shine, but it's always wet there. Britain is the land of rain. I got hooked on watching though was the Great British Baking Show. Great, is it Great British Baking Contest or something or show? Yeah, man, the foods they were making. That's what happens when you're poor. You fantasize about British food. Yeah, South said, yeah, but that's not. You're not walking into a police station with 10 different weapons on you, including in your hand, like physically. They were holding their guns with their whole faces covered. I mean, that honestly, that's not activism. That's just trying to make a catchy video. And of course, they got millions of views because of it. That was probably a $30,000 video right there. Right, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't feel safe." Blah blah. Yeah, I remember. I just remember thinking, you get what you're asking for it. If they had gotten shot, I wouldn't have been surprised. I mean, honestly, when you go in like that, that's just silly. Yep, you're right, HBR. See, like what Slacker did tonight, that's activism. That was true, honest to God, Second Amendment activism right there. And it was a perfect result. I'm glad I was there. I'm glad I didn't miss it. It goes to show it, a difference is being made. Now, what sucks though is I gotta go. It kind of really sucks because Friday is my 40th, but Thursday I've got to go in and get some medical tests done, and they could have a very bad result if it doesn't go right. So the only good thing is that I'm gonna have cardiologists and that on hand just in case, but it's still not a pleasant thought. So if I disappear for a while after Thursday, it's probably because I'm dead or just something went really wrong. I'm hoping that everything goes well, and I'm hoping the tests show some results because I'm tired of feeling the way I do. Well, I ain't gonna lie. The first time I ever watched Slacker's videos was before, I really became a part of the community and got to know people, and I really didn't understand why he did what he did. And it was one of his videos where he just went balls to the walls on the cop. I mean, just full on, full bore Southside Slacker. And I remember thinking, what's wrong with this guy? Yeah, Paul, but I'm already 5 heart attacks in the hole, and I feel like I'm on the verge of another one all the time. Like I walk out to get the mail and my chest hurts. And I've been telling the doctors for over a year. I'm like, look, something's not right. I might need another stent or a bypass. And finally, but I have other issues I have to have tests run on. But they're going to be checking my heart too. So I'm hoping it goes well. I'll tell you guys, man, I've had over 500 kidney stones, and I've had 5 heart attacks. I would much rather have 500 kidney stones at once than one more heart attack. There is no pain like a heart attack. It's indescribable. My whole left arm turned purple, and as a result, I took nerve damage from it. That's like when I'm working on a knife, like I have to take my time. I can't sit there and just outright hammering steel, all that for hours on end. I have to take breaks. And it sucks because I would love to be able to just sit there making an inventory. Yeah, Paul, I mean, even if they got to do a bypass or whatever, I would rather go through that than feeling the way I do now all the time. Oh, Fitzcam, yeah. You probably got rotator cuff issues or something that's causing that. I mean, right side heart attacks are possible. It's not unheard of. But if it was a heart attack, you'd know it. I mean, I'm hoping all goes well and I'll be streaming on Friday for my birthday, but I don't know yet. Like I said, I won't know until Thursday morning. It's just nerve wracking waiting, you know? But, I mean, we're talking hours worth of testing that I gotta go for. It sucks because I like had to basically force them to agree to do it. Like I've been complaining, like I said, for over a year of having issues. Paul. Yeah, see, heart attacks don't even run in my family. Cancer does. Yeah, well, Slacker, you were killing me, man. You kept saying you were old and all that shit, man. I'm older than you. I'm like, you ain't old. Well, seems like everybody's clearing out of here, probably going over to Pinders or something. Well, honestly, I didn't think I would make it past 30. The way I was living life back then, you know, in the whole ghetto drug scene, hustling, all that, in and out of jail, whatnot, I did not think I would make it past 30. So when I did, I was amazed. And after the last time I was in jail, I'm like, man, I gotta stop this. My kids are getting older. So, I got out of jail, did my 3 years probation. Now I'm free and clear. I've made my mistakes and I'm not gonna make them again. So now I just try to do what's right for my kids. All right, well, seems everybody's kind of cleared out of here. I know a lot of people went over to Steve Pinder's. So, Yeah, I mean, I might try to stream again tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I was supposed to have OKC Vet HBA on, but unfortunately he got busy with work related stuff. So maybe I could squeeze him in tomorrow night if he's not busy. Um, Otherwise, I mean, why don't you guys go over check out Steve Pinder's chat? You might enjoy it. As always, people call me an e-beggar, but you know, my GoFundMe and Patreon are in the description, or Super Chat is available if you prefer that. It's always appreciated. I know people call me an e-beggar, but oh well. Sucks to be poor. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out, though, seriously. Like I said, I'll probably go live again tomorrow. You all have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one.